I've been looking forward to talking to you, man.
Yeah,
I
for a
came
while.
across, I came across some of your photos. I don't remember if it was just on Instagram on that For
Yeah.
You page, but I like your
Yeah,
shit, man.
thanks.
Have
Appreciate
you
it.
been doing it for a while?
Coming on to 5 years, but 3 years full time, like a little bit over 3
Okay.
years full time now.
So this
So,
is your only gig.
Yeah,
It's just photography.
yeah.
Okay.
Just shooting for brands. That's about it.
Nice. How'd you get started?
At first I was filming skateboarding a lot because I just mainly wanted to do that for YouTube and everything, just make YouTube videos. And then I was on Instagram just seeing like nature photos and all that stuff, and just happened to try it out one day, and from there kind of just
Stuck.
yeah, just went out almost every day for like probably close to 6 months, something like that. And
Just taking photos.
yeah, just every day, just about, except for like the days that were way too rainy or whatever, Humboldt. But
Did you plan on doing scenery shots, like landscape
uh,
stuff?
for the most part, just because like it's so much easier for me to do, and I hate telling people what to do because I just feel like it's too bossy.
Mhm.
And for when I'm doing portraits, it's just like I have them do whatever I feel like is natural to them, and we just like hang out while I'm taking their photos. Something that just makes it more relaxing for that person. But landscapes is just the best way for me to do it. So
Yeah, I like landscapes.
yeah,
Those are my go-to for sure.
yeah, it's easy.
And there's something about them.
Yeah, and it changes every time you go there too. Just something different.
Yeah,
So-
you've got some pretty cool ones of Avenue with the Giants.
Yeah.
And each time you go out there, it's a completely different place.
Which is weird because nothing changes, but something always changes with the fog or the sky, like within the trees. Something crazy.
or even
always
just the
happens.
leaves on the ground.
Yeah.
Something really
Yeah.
basic.
Or like a cool car driving by on the road, anything like that.
So what pushed you into that? You just got a camera in your hand and we're ready.
Well, yeah, I've always been around cameras since I was like, I don't know. My mom always had a camera around, like her, and my dad, and they like would always take photos of like us. Well, like not a whole lot, but every now and then. And then for like 5, 6 years, we didn't really have a camera around, and so I was wanting a camera to start filming skateboarding. And for graduation in 2015, they first got me my first digital camera, and then kind of from there, went from skateboarding to photography full time, and now doing that. So,
Damn. That's so cool.
yeah,
And then it got into products.
yeah. Like for my products, I mixed it with product photography and my landscape, so that way the product's more in focus, but obviously shows the landscape too.
Yeah, it helps
So,
to have a beautiful background, right?
Yeah. And so I've been trying to work with more outdoor companies and all that lately, just because they're more inclined to do more photos like that. So
Do you
That's-
travel for this or?
yeah, I
Okay.
travel. We live in Nashville right now at the moment, so traveling like anywhere between 20 minutes to like 3 days driving, because I drive cross country a couple times a year now. So
Just for photography.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
like last year I came out twice from Nashville to here, drove cross country twice, and then
Did you guys drive here this trip?
no. we flew-
Okay.
we
That's
flew.
probably a long drive, huh?
Yeah, it's like 2,400 miles. Yeah,
It's a lot of car time.
yeah.
Damn.
And 15-hour days of driving by myself.
Yeah, right. Shaking your head. Not great.
No,
But I bet the photography along
Yeah,
that route is incredible.
it's just tiring. That's
Yeah.
it. But hey, that's
Worth
part of the
it.
game.
Yeah, right?
So
So you don't make the skateboarding stuff anymore.
I still skateboard. I try to do it every now and then, but it's just like I just like going out and hiking and stuff more now. But
Mhm.
even like if I see a cool road, I just try to skate on it if I have my board with me, and it's always fun. So
I never really got into skateboarding. I was a longboard guy for a
Yeah.
little while and then
was never really until a company actually hit me up to do like a giveaway on my Instagram for them, and that was my first longboard I've owned, and it's actually kind of fun. I didn't really expect it to be because I like doing tricks more,
Mhm.
but
Yeah, I'm the opposite. I can't do any
Yeah.
tricks. So longboard was right up my alley.
Yeah.
Just okay, stay on the board and go flat.
I mean
We're
it's
good.
fun just cruising, going fast.
Oh
and
yeah.
it's really fun. So,
Especially on like Avenue of the Giants
Oh,
is a
yeah.
great spot
Oh,
too
yeah.
because it's just you're just winding.
Yeah,
But you
flat
kind of have
out.
to watch out for cars if you're longboarding down that.
yeah, most of the time they get out of the way, they slow down, thankfully.
Yeah, luckily.
Except for the locals, they go like what 65, 70 down it.
Haul ass
Yeah,
through the whole
the entire
thing.
time.
Yeah, it's the freeway.
Yeah, I mean it was so.
Back in the day.
Yeah,
Back in the day.
there's a spot actually on the north entrance of the avenue. Like you've been down there, right, on the north part?
Is that with the bridges?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
broken bridge. That's actually like an older highway from like way back in the day that connected to it.
Oh, is it
So,
really?
Yeah.
Oh, I
'cause
didn't
if
know
you're-
that.
If you're walking to the bridge and you look down, you see like lanes, like the white line in between lanes. You see that just on the ground randomly.
I
So,
never thought about that.
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
Where's your favorite spot to shoot?
The entire thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's probably hard to pick.
There's that straight stretch down by Dyersville where that train track is, like the abandoned train track bridge.
I don't think I've been out there.
When you're driving down 101 on south side and north side, whatever way you're coming, if you look off to the side on the river, you could see it there. Like it's like 4 little I don't know what they're called, but it's like the parts that overhang over the bridge. You know, like just how the bridge
Yeah,
line
like the
is.
little covered part.
Yeah, yeah. It's like 4 of them, but one's covered and like it's silver, and then the other part's all rusted out, and it's pretty cool. And you could actually walk on that bridge too. Sketchy, but you can.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, it's really fun.
So that's your favorite spot here locally?
Yeah, just because there's so much in that little area, and like the
Mhm.
road out to Honeydew's really nice too.
Yeah, that's a nice
side.
drive.
Yeah.
Are you from here then?
Yeah, I grew up in Ferndale.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Oh, small
Yeah,
town.
Yeah,
Damn.
way too small.
Yeah, right. I feel like Eureka's small, and then I go
I
down
know.
there, and it's
Yeah, even like McKinleyville, like that place is small too, and that feels like 3 times as big as Ferndale.
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Everything else just feels small out there, at least. So
What brought the move to Tennessee?
my friend Spencer, he does music, and I was going to go out there to do like photography stuff behind the scenes and concerts and all that stuff specifically. And then I was like, not really my thing. So yeah,
I bet the
just,
music scene's pretty incredible out in
yeah,
Tennessee.
a
I mean,
lot-
Nashville.
a lot of country music.
Yeah.
But I'm not a huge country fan. I'm
Oh,
more into
no.
like rap, but I'm more like I like the Lumineers and like folk pop like
Okay.
that kind of that style. That's like my new drive for it right now. That
Okay.
and some EDM like Odessa and Big Wild and stuff like that's really.
I have
I vibe.
not started getting into EDM yet.
It's hard to find good artists. Like I try to find artists that work well. Like I listen to a lot of it when I'm editing because it helps me focus on like, the style of photo I want to do for it, and having a certain song play just gets me in that mood for it. And
I've got a track of, I wouldn't even know how to describe it. Kind of like indie pop, I
Yeah.
guess. That's my go-to when I'm
Yeah.
editing. I just put that on and let it play in the
I
background.
love
and-
indie pop. It's so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Like Hippocampus, Fire Band.
Oh, I have not heard of them.
They're really good.
Okay.
I would check them out.
I'll have to check them out.
Yeah. We were listening to them on the way into Eureka like a few hours ago.
Well, yeah, you have plenty of time to
Yeah.
check out bands on that drive.
Yeah.
How long is it taking you to edit your stuff?
Sometimes it just depends on like the
Varies.
style. If I already know how I want to edit it, it's like 20 minutes. Sometimes it's like an hour. It just depends.
Now, when you go into a shot, are you thinking about how you want to edit it while you're taking the photo? Lining it up to say, okay,
Yeah, for the most part, but
Yeah.
sometimes I'm just like taking this shot because I like the scenery of it, and then I'm like, I'll just figure it out on how I'm gonna edit it when I get home. Like my drone photos, I have no idea how I'm gonna edit it until I just like sit at it and look at it for a bit and see what
comes
I can do.
together.
Yeah, so I do for the most part, but yeah, it's all just like I see the photo before it's taken, what I want to do with it at least. So Yeah.
That is so crazy. That's such an insane skill.
mm-hmm.
I had a. Do you know Kevin Lomilio?
Yeah.
I had him on, and we were talking about it, and I was like, I couldn't take a
It's
photo
weird.
if you left me outside for 30 hours.
Yeah. I have this one shot in mind while I'm in town. I want to go to the avenue at like 10 o'clock at night when it's all dark and get like, have my camera be up kind of pointed towards the ground a little bit and like have a car that's low enough to where it could actually work and have like an S curve of like the tail lights just going down the road. And I feel
Oh,
like
that
that'd
would
be
be
really cool.
Oh,
And,
damn.
Yeah. And try to get the redwoods in it. So
Yeah.
I got to figure out on how I'm going to do that and execute it. But
Get a low car.
yeah, someone with a Mustang or something.
Yeah, right?
That'd be the best car probably.
That would be a crazy shot.
Yeah. I tried doing it 3 years ago now in my old car. I had a Toyota Avalon, a beast of a car. But that thing, it's gone now. I mean, it's still working, but it's gone.
What are you driving now?
I drive a Kia Sorento.
Oh, okay.
Perfect travel car.
Yeah.
SUV. Camp
Nice
in it if I need
space.
to. Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't really want to make that driving a compact.
No.
Get a little too
No.
cramped.
I know people that do it in like WRXs and stuff like that. Like, that's way too tiny.
Yeah.
And uncomfy. Like, way too uncomfy.
Yeah,
I
for
can't do
cross
that.
country like that,
Yeah. I can't.
not worth it.
Yeah.
Every bit of space counts.
Oh, yeah.
So now you guys just come back here to take photos?
Photos, and since it's Christmas time, usually
See
around the
some family.
holidays, yeah.
Okay.
But whenever I do, I always try to get some work to help pay for the trip and whatnot. So that way it's not like paying like since flights up here are so expensive, like $1,000 for flights alone.
Oh, I bet.
So I try to make my money back while doing work and all that for other people. So
That's cool that you do it full time.
yeah,
That's awesome.
it's a lot of work, but it's so much fun.
Yeah.
So
I bet. What's the hardest part? The editing?
getting clients.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
because there's so many photographers doing the same thing that I'm doing, for the most part, just different editing style. And every time I reach out to a bigger company, they always like have an agency or they already have a photographer on hand.
So how did that first play out? Did somebody reach out to you and say, "Hey, I'd like you to take some product shots"?
Some companies did, but I also was reaching out at the same time when that was happening, and it still happens. But lately, I've been getting hit up a lot more, which is nice because I think I'm getting more established in it. But when I first started out, it was so difficult, just like putting my name out there and getting the work. But yeah, I don't know. It's just like I don't know. I feel like just most of the time, if you reach out, someone's bound to hit you up. Like if you reach out to companies, other people may see you because you're more active. Because I do my work through Instagram, so when I reach out to companies, it gets more my account push out to other accounts, so businesses might see that, and that's kind of how it worked out last time. Like for the first time,
Just by reaching out to
reaching
them.
out, and since you're active, it'll push out to other accounts or the accounts you're reaching out to. So it's really weird.
Yeah, pushing out content
Yeah,
is
but
really the key.
yeah, I don't know. It's like the whole Instagram algorithm is so broken.
So
for it.
crazy.
Yeah.
And probably, I mean, I would imagine so saturated. Like podcasts,
Yeah.
everything's saturated.
Yeah.
It's just pushing through that initial barrier and building that audience.
Yeah.
It really counts.
It's crazy. It's a difficult business. All of it is.
Does it trip
Podcasting
you out that you're doing this full time?
every now and then. Sometimes I'm just like too focused on my work.
Mhm.
So I'm just like, I need to get this done. So
Yeah, I get into
It's-
that. You fall into those little K holes and you're just,
Yeah.
I gotta finish this thing.
and then when you're like when you're sitting back and looking at it, you're like, damn, I'm really doing this right now. That's weird.
Is this what you thought you'd be doing
No.
5 years ago?
Yes and no. I thought I'd be doing like more stuff under an agency instead of just myself, but I'm happy to be doing it myself instead.
Would you want to be under an agency? It feels like you probably have less control that way, huh?
Yeah, that's like, I mean, if it's a team with your friends, that's different, but just like a full on agency, I don't want to do that at all. Just because I feel like there's way too many loopholes for them to keep you and kind of screw you over.
Yeah, that's
So-
what I was thinking. Is that the route most people go when they get into photography? Just
I
try to
feel-
get picked up?
I feel like for the most part, yeah. Just so that way they have consistent workflow.
Yeah, and then you've got that steady paycheck
Yeah.
coming in. You don't have to worry as much or try to go out
Yeah.
and find people
Yeah.
to hire you.
Which is really hard. But
It's all worth it. You get to take
Oh, yeah.
photos.
100%. It's nice.
What's your kit look like?
I got a Canon 5D Mark IV with my go-to lens, which is a 17-40 f4, and I got a 70-200 f4 and a 14mm 2.8.
I said that like I know cameras. I do
Yeah.
not. I do
Hey,
not.
you gotta pretend you know.
Yeah, right. I want to get into photography, but I feel like it's gonna consume me if I do.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna start doing.
I
I've got
mean-
too many other projects I'm working
Yeah.
on right now.
Yeah, I recently picked up a vlogging camera because I want to do that again. Because I was
Yeah,
doing that.
noticed you do YouTube videos too.
Yeah, yeah. I've been wanting to do that again. Like, how long now? Like 4 or 5 months, something like that.
Yeah, well, we had a camera and then the camera went missing.
Yeah, my old camera.
Seriously. Actually, it was a year ago because it was over the holidays, remember? Because you left it. over
Yeah,
Thanksgiving,
yeah.
And then I flew up here like 3 days after Christmas last year.
Missing like somebody jacked it or
That
Oh.
or it's
No,
gone.
we
I don't know.
have no idea. Like it was there and then poof, it wasn't.
oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
We looked everywhere. We cleaned out his room when we like moved in together. We couldn't find it.
Whoa.
Thing. We couldn't find it at my house because we packed everything in my house up and moved in together. Like
I never found it.
never
Yeah,
found
it was a
wasn't
mess.
in the car. We like took the car apart because we put his.
Oh.
He built this really
Yeah.
cool bed thing, to put in his car, and we had it. It was in there because he had drove up here that Christmas, and then we took it out and we didn't find it then either. So
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
I know,
yeah.
but Oh well, I mean it was pretty cheap. I picked it up for like $500, just under that. So
And that was going to be your vlogging camera.
yeah,
So now we have a new one that we just got.
yeah. But I mean it happens. At least it's not like San Francisco where people's gear gets stolen
Like,
every
all
day.
the time.
Ooh.
It happens way too often down there. It's crazy.
People just run up and grab it.
Yeah, well,
Ugh.
someone this was like 2 months ago, 3 months ago, I want to say. Someone was in downtown SF shooting, I think, engagement shoot, something like that. And then the people that, like the photographers, got followed from there all the way to Fresno from someone that was following them, trying to take their gear. It was crazy.
What?
Yeah.
Just driving behind them.
Yeah, and people like carry guns, pull up on photographers, and at gunpoint and just rob them and stuff. So it's sketchy.
How crazy is that?
It's I don't know why.
I would have never thought.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. A lot of people invest a lot of money into
Yeah.
their gear.
Yeah. Like me alone, I spent, I don't even know, probably close to 10K at a minimum.
Yeah.
So who knows how much I spent.
That's so
crazy.
shitty.
Yeah.
The idea that someone would come up and just take your shit.
Yeah. Well, I've had friends that like that's happened to, and they kind of just like dipped out as quick as possible because they knew something was off. And I know this other person on Instagram that they were on a road trip from LA to Seattle, I think, and they got all their gear stolen first day in the Bay. I was like, that's so crazy.
People
dude.
suck. Some
Yeah.
people suck.
Yeah.
Some
So
people suck.
yeah. But whenever I go down there, I always have it on me just in case. You can't trust anyone
Yeah,
down
I'd have
there.
it like chained to my
Yeah.
neck.
I
Wouldn't let it
sometimes,
leave my sight.
yeah, sometimes, especially when I'm near Golden Gate, like up on the bunker side, I have my backpack in front of me, just like either on the ground in front of me or like literally on my chest, just in case.
Yeah, somebody could walk by and
Just like,
unclip it
yeah.
and keep walking.
yeah, or like zip it up behind you if you listen to music or something like that. Don't know they're
You
there.
would never know.
Yeah.
And you can still be screwed. What if somebody walks up with a gun?
Yeah. Which is the crazy part. That's so wild. I cannot believe
Especially
that.
now with all the chaos going on,
Yeah.
I could see it
Yeah.
just ramping up.
Yeah. People are desperate.
Have you seen all those smash and grabs down in SoCal?
No.
The videos coming out? Oh my god. I don't know if it's strictly in SoCal. I think it's across the country, but these flash mobs of people breaking into like a Nordstrom or I don't even know, some nice store and just
Yeah.
running through it, stealing whatever they can get their hands on
That's so crazy.
and then leaving.
It sounds like the riots when that whole riots thing was happening.
Yeah, the George Floyd stuff.
Yeah. That was like what almost every city
Yeah.
was about.
This seems more like a concerted effort. I don't know if
Yeah.
they're reaching out to each other through social media and planning,
Probably.
or if it's a group of people who just know each other
Maybe probably both,
around.
honestly.
Probably.
Just like started somewhere, it got popularized, and then like let's start a group like on Discord or anywhere where it's like
And they
hard
saw
to see.
that nobody's getting in trouble for
Yeah.
it, so
Probably
let's just keep going.
probably on WhatsApp or something like that.
Yeah.
Something that's like more secluded or more secretive, I guess. And
Do you use WhatsApp?
no,
I don't know. Either.
I don't. It's not a Facebook app.
I think so. That's what freaks me
Yeah.
out, is that it's
I'm
connected to Facebook.
Yeah, and like Messenger is already there. What's the difference?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
The
I don't
only-
know how I trust that
yeah,
stuff.
the only way I would be using it would be through if I was texting someone like in Europe or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
just like someone across the world. But even then, Snapchat's there, even Facebook. If you have an online like social media account, you could do it through that anyways.
Yeah,
So,
people can just DM you nowadays.
Yeah,
You don't really need it.
yeah. But some people do.
Yeah,
But-
crazy stuff. I didn't think about that.
Yeah,
Especially if you're just out on a job trying to take some pictures for some
Yeah.
people. Somebody steals your stuff,
and that's it.
and that's it.
Unless you have insurance, but even then, still gotta wait. You gotta retake the photos.
Can you
Nothing you can
insure
do.
your stuff? Are there companies that do that? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they do it up to like, I think it just depends on how much gear you have and how much you put on insurance. But I think quite a bit depending on your credit score and everything like that.
And then it's just a monthly payment.
I think so, yeah, or yearly. I don't know. I haven't done it yet. I need to, but we'll see.
So what's your thought with the vlogging? Just a daily lifestyle vlog?
Yeah, but I also have some videos in mind. Like I want to do my next one. I want to do is an iPhone versus GoPro video, like
Okay.
for photos, and see which one works best for.
How they stack up?
Yeah. So we'll see
That'd
how
be
that one
cool.
plays out. But yeah, we'll also want to do that. I want to do a lot of vlogs, but mainly just capture the behind the scenes of my photo shoots. I feel like that's gonna be the easiest way to consistently pump out content. So
Yeah, just adding to the content list,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I did motorcycle vlogs for like a week.
Like
And
the
I
POV ones where
Yeah, where you
those are
got the
sick. I
GoPro
love
right on
it.
your
I love
chin.
those.
I
Yeah.
did that for a week and I couldn't. It got too weird talking to myself as I was riding the
Yeah,
bike.
and you have to do like hand gestures and stuff, and people are like,
Yeah.
"What the hell is that guy doing?"
I felt like I was going crazy.
Yeah,
It just got to a point where I sat down and was like, this is not the way for me. But I feel as though regular vlogging's better.
yeah. But I
It's a little
mean,
more natural.
yeah, I feel like for the motorcycle thing though, that would be a lot of fun. But I don't know. You always have to constantly remember have your gear charged. Remember to talk if you're just cruising, listening to music. Just like, oh, that's right, I'm filming a video.
That was
It's
my
like-
problem. I'd be listening to music and then I'd just get into the music
Yeah.
and wouldn't say anything for
Yeah.
20 minutes.
Which is, I mean, it's cool and all, but yeah, like there's nothing. You're
There's
you're
no
gonna forget.
substance.
Yeah, you're gonna
Yeah.
forget what you're talking about.
The
so-
footage was great. I had some really incredible footage from just riding around town.
Yeah.
But the audio was not. It just didn't stack up.
Well, my cousin was doing it at one point. Not a whole lot of videos. I think he did 2, but he had one where he was doing a wheelie. He never uploaded it, but he ate shit hella hard.
Oh,
And it was
and
so
caught it on
funny.
video.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was so funny.
oh man.
He like picked up his bike and he's just like, "All right, I'm going
That
home,"
happened.
and called it.
Yeah. I know a lot of guys that ride just for insurance purposes with a GoPro. In
Yeah.
case somebody hits them
Yeah,
or
which is
they have a
smart.
run-in with a cop.
Yeah. Well, my brother's truck, his Tacoma, has a spot for a GoPro for like a dash cam. And
Oh,
I'm
that's
like,
smart.
yeah, it's like that's
I
really
didn't know
cool.
they did that.
I didn't either. I was like, that's really smart.
Those dash cams are almost a necessity nowadays.
Yeah. I need to get one, but oh well.
Yeah, especially for you where you guys are driving across country.
Yeah. Well, like, just in Nashville alone, people are so bad at driving. Like they literally just like from one lane just go over without any blinkers or without even looking. And I'm like, okay, cool. And roads there are so bad.
Are they
It's-
really?
Yeah.
Worse than here?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like just like not like the conditions of it, but just the layout of it.
Oh.
Cause like you got
I was going to say our roads are pretty tore up.
yeah. But there's like this one road from 24 and 65 where they connect. It's just always a mess. It's always like way too busy and no one knows how to drive apparently.
How many
So-
people live out there?
I don't even know. I think it's like
Nashville's a pretty big city.
it's
right?
gotten way bigger this past year since I moved
Everybody's
out there.
moving out.
Yeah. Because there's this one artist that I take photos for and all that, and he moved out there the same time I did, and I didn't even know. And I guess there's like so many people that did during that time, like peak summer last year, and ever since then it's just been getting bigger. So
Everybody's leaving California.
I know.
Getting out.
Yeah, I love it here. It's just the pricing. It's just
It's
absurd.
ridiculous.
Yeah, gas $5.
Oh my god.
Like what?
What is it out there? 3?
Two.
Oh my god.
Two like 76 something like that near our house.
That's so
it's
crazy.
so cheap.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
The whole state is just insane
Yeah.
right now. I mean, there are studio apartments going for $1,500 a month right now,
Which is absurd.
and people
even-
are
yes,
paying that
In Humboldt alone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, in Humboldt 1,500, like we're paying like
for a
we're paying ar-
studio.
yeah, we're paying around that for a 3-bedroom house out in Nashville, and I'm like, that's stupid.
Crazy.
And down in LA, who knows how
Oh,
much
I-
it is now?
$2,000 at least
Yeah,
for a studio.
yeah. And even then, you have to rent with like someone else, get a roommate for
Yeah.
a studio, and that's like it's like a dorm. That's not worth it.
Yeah. Smaller than a dorm. You're just cramming
Yeah.
as many people in as you can.
It's crazy.
How
I
long
can't
have you
do
guys
that.
been out there?
I've been out there for, I think coming on to 2 years now, a year and a
Okay.
half so far, and then she's been out there for what 4 years?
Since 2018.
Okay.
Yeah, just about 4 years. So yeah.
You guys like it?
I like it. I just wish there was bigger stuff for scenery, because I gotta drive like 3 hours for pretty good scenery, like out to the Great Smokies and stuff. We have like a lake near our house and everything like that, but I just like love mountains. So
Is it pretty flat out there? I've never been to Tennessee.
for the most part,
Okay.
like there's hills, but it's not like hills like out here. So I guess these are mountains. Those are hills, little mounds,
yeah.
little mounds of dirt.
But 3 hours away, you can get some nice shots.
Yeah, like basically North Carolina at that point. So
Are you branching into other states when you're
Yeah.
out there too? Okay.
yeah, Kentucky's pretty close. It's like an hour north of me, and then North Carolina is like 3.5 hours. So
How's all the COVID stuff out there?
I don't know. I don't really pay attention to any
Yeah, I
of
was
that.
gonna say probably not.
Yeah, they don't
Crazy.
they don't care for the whole mask thing. They they're pretty lenient on that, but I mean I think during this time of year they're starting to get more strict on it. But I think for the most part it's kind of just how it used to be a little bit, just be more cautious of COVID and that's about it from what I've seen. But
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a little crazier out here.
Yeah. Everywhere I go out here, like since I got back, I'm like, oh yeah, you gotta wear a mask in here. So
Do you not have to wear a mask out there?
not a whole lot. Like some
Not
stores,
required.
yeah,
Okay.
it's not mandatory or anything like that. They're like some stores, like the smaller businesses, are like, sure, wear a mask. Like it'd be nice if you could. If not,
Don't
we don't-
sweat it.
yeah, they don't really say anything a whole lot. But I don't know.
Crazy time, man.
I know,
Crazy
It's crazy.
time.
but hopefully we get through it soon. Waiting for that day.
Here's hoping.
Yeah,
Here's hoping. We're still running our 2 week lockdown shit out here. It's so crazy.
yeah, it's wild.
It's just a crazy time. Perfect
Really
time
is.
for photography though.
Yeah, because no one's out.
Yeah.
So
And it's not like they can shut you down.
yeah.
It's like, oh, you have to social distance. I'm out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
I'm just taking
I
pictures.
remember when COVID first started, I was still living here, and they tried shutting down the avenue, but like just like little spots, and I'm like I could park 20 feet away and walk.
Be fine. Yeah.
And park rangers would like do the same thing. I was seeing park kind of where I was, and they just walk on the trails and check it out. And then continue.
Yeah, I
about their
forgot
day.
they shut down the national parks, didn't they?
Yeah. Well, yeah, they did, huh?
I think they did.
Yeah. I didn't really go to any during that time.
I didn't either.
I was just like, oh, we have to sit at home and quarantine and whatnot because they made it seem like you had to do it or else.
Yeah, you can't go outside.
Yeah. And so what I did, I stocked up on like beer and liquor and stuff. I was like, well, if that's the case, I'm going to sit at home, play Call of Duty, and just drink.
Quarantine in
Yeah.
style.
It was hella funny. And then I actually met a lot of my friends during that time too through Call of Duty. And I met one of them. He came to Nashville recently and we hung out with him. And it's crazy because, I mean, Call of Duty, just playing with someone random, meeting them in person. So,
What a trip.
yeah. So from quarantine in 2021, 2019?
I think it was 2020.
Yeah, it's 2021 right now. What am I saying?
Yeah, my time
Yeah.
all over the place.
Same. But yeah, like, sometime 2020. I don't know. Sometime during then. But it was like the first month I met him and playing ever since. So,
And then you guys met
yeah.
in real life.
Yeah.
How crazy is that?
Well, that happens to a lot of my friends. I met so many of my friends through online, which is, I mean, kind of weird, but nowadays it's like,
It's not
it's a
nowadays.
new thing,
Yeah,
basically.
that's how everybody meets.
Yeah. I met like probably 7 friends from video games, and then all my other friends are through Instagram or Twitter. And I told my parents about that, and they think it's so weird. I'm like, it's fine. They're chill.
Yeah, the whole "don't talk to strangers" motto
Yeah, just out the
went out.
window.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just went out the window. We're all
Which
so
is-
connected. It's hard not to
Yeah,
talk to just random people.
yeah.
That's 90% of what this is. Me just reaching out to random people. Hey, I
Yes.
like what you do. Come on, let's talk.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah,
It's literally just, I mean, podcasting is literally just talking on the phone, but across from each other.
yeah.
Real life.
And people just
Basically the same
happen
thing.
to get to listen in on it.
Yeah,
It really is just, that's a great comparison. It really is just a conversation.
Yeah.
Like a phone call
literally.
that's
all it is.
saved. Yeah.
Yeah. That's so weird. Life's crazy.
Life is a trip.
Especially the past like 5 years. All this stuff that we have now,
Completely different.
brand new.
And now you've got the metaverse coming out.
Yeah. The whole NFT thing.
I know nothing about
I'm all
that.
on it.
I know. Are you really?
Yeah.
Okay, what is an NFT?
So it's a non-fungible token, which there's so much to it, but in the photography realm, you could have collectors, and so like you could really any artist in the whole NFT thing could make their own like. What I've came to realize or understand what it is like any artist can make their collectors do whatever with them. Like say you bought an NFT photo from me, I would send you out a photo of like a signed print, and then if you like paid enough, whatever, I'll like fly you out to the location where I shot the photo or do whatever, spend like money on the collector, like kind of give back to them, and it's basically like an investment. Like you're investing in that artist when you like buy an NFT. So you have rights to the photo online, and like wherever it's used, you have the rights to it. And say, like another way to do it, if I make a photo sale, like a print sale on my website, you would get a percentage of that from that photo that they bought. So it's like stocks, but
So it's kind of like
more
a
personal.
copyright.
Yeah, and in some type of way. Yeah.
So what is? I've had a couple friends try to explain this to me, and
It's so weird.
I'm always so lost.
I'm so confused about it too.
Yeah.
And I'm in it. I'm like,
What is the difference between that and you just selling somebody an original photograph and them just copywriting it?
back then, so like with the whole NFT thing, there's like a blockchain behind it, so that way it proves that you are the owner of it. Because say like you bought an original from me and I send it to you online and you use it for online advertising, someone could take that photo and claim it as their own. That whole scandal thing where it's like hard to prove that it's their own. Like I don't know, it's so crazy. But the whole NFT thing, you have the blockchain behind it, which verifies that's you. It's like an authentication card, in a way.
So it's that authenticity that really is the driving factor for it.
Yeah. And
'Cause then you can prove, hey, this is mine.
yeah, and that's just like such a sliver thing in the whole NFT thing. Because later on, it's gonna be they're talking about like making like football game tickets on your phone as an NFT, so that way like it's yours. Like you prove that's yours instead of someone taking the QR code and saying, "Oh, it's mine." When that person, or like I guess the example would be, say you go to a football game, you have the ticket on your phone, it's a QR code. Someone else, like one of your friends, took a photo of your QR code, and they go there separate time just because they want to go to the game. They take your QR code, go sign in as you, and you go like 20 minutes later. You get there, sign in, and it says you're already signed in, like in the stadium, whatever. And with the whole NFT thing, they try and make it so that way it won't do that because there's like a whole thing behind it, like the data behind it. It's really weird.
And someone couldn't just take
Yeah.
your NFT
Yeah.
and say it's theirs?
Yeah.
They
'Cause-
could.
Well, they could try. There's like different ways where people have tried, but there's like a token behind it, like your username. Like it's like it's so confusing. It's really confusing. I'm explaining it really confusingly because I'm not good at explaining things, but like you have your username basically behind that image, and it will just come up as that as like your username, and there'd be a way to prove that it's you.
Are a lot of photographers getting into that?
Yeah,
NFTing their stuff?
yeah, and like it's just starting to like kick off a little bit. I know like probably some of my closer friends, they made quite a bit of money on it already. Just got to the point.
People are making insane
Yeah.
amounts of money
Yeah.
doing it.
My friend sold a photo for like 6 ETH or something like that, and he went out got his Forerunner that he's always wanted, and which is like $25,000 for
Damn.
6 Ethereum. So
For one of his photos. And if he
Yeah,
would have
just one
just
photo.
tried to sell that photo, would it have reached the same price?
I don't know, because like the collector bought it, so the person who bought it owns that photo. But if that collector sells it, he could raise the price on it more for more money, and so when you sell it, like say if I sold a photo for that price and the collector sells it, there would be a percentage back to me, but the collector gets a lot of the other money because he's the one who sold it.
And you can put it into the NFT contract, right? That
Yeah.
I get X amount from
Yeah.
each recurring sale.
Yeah, like a percentage.
Okay.
So, which is secondary sales, in that sense. So, it's a whole.
That is so crazy.
Yeah, I'm still trying to understand a lot of it. Again, I'm not good at explaining things, so it's kind of hard for me to truly say what it's about. But
No, it's not you. I've had so many people try to explain it to me, and each time I'm sitting
Yeah.
here just racking my brain trying to
it's so
figure it
confusing.
out. It
It's
just
hard.
came out of nowhere.
Oh yeah. Well, yes and no. But another thing that's really weird. Do you know the show? What show is that? It's like they do futuristic stuff on it. It was on Netflix. Black Mirror. That
Oh
show.
yeah, yeah.
They did a whole metaverse thing in I think 2011, 2010, something like that. They released an episode of exactly what Facebook did for the metaverse. When Mark Zuckerberg came out with the whole ad for it, it was like exactly like just like it in the show.
Oh, I'm trying to think what episode that was.
Yeah, it's like one of the first ones, I think.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
They called it.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Oh yeah. I feel like everything that they do on that show is like a way that's going to be coming in the future. So.
Kind of feels like it. That attack robot episode.
Oh yeah.
That was a little
That's funny.
sketchy.
I forgot all about that show.
Yeah.
Such a
That's a
good
good show. They
Yeah.
haven't released. I heard they finished the newest season, and this could be completely made up, so take this
Who
with a grain
knows?
of salt. Yeah. That they made the newest season, but they don't want to release it yet because the world's too chaotic.
I believe it.
Yeah.
People take things way too personal. So I believe it.
So are you NFTing any of your stuff?
Oh, I have a lot out.
Oh yeah.
I have so much out.
Can you NFT the same picture multiple times?
Yeah, so what you could do, you could put up. I haven't done it. I just been doing one of ones, so that way it's like more original. It's like to that specific person. But I know a couple people that have like, I think 45 out in a set. So they just like sell one for a certain price, all the same price, and so it's 45 editions of them. So
So then each of those people owns. So how does that work if somebody wants to use that image? Do they
I have no
each?
idea.
I was gonna say, do
I
they?
still need
I
to
mean,
like
are they
understand
each
that.
getting paid, or is it the one person who
that-
owns?
Well, that's why I'm doing one of ones because I still don't understand that.
Yeah, it's probably
So,
simpler that way.
Yeah, and the whole thing. Well, it's super expensive to do it, but minting photos it costs so much money.
What is
depending-
minting photos?
So when you like put something up on the metaverse or like make an NFT, it's minting it like when you put it up for sale. And there's a thing called a gas fee that you have to pay whenever you do that. And it could range from anywhere between $30 to like 200 something, just depending.
Now, is that the price of the currency, like Ethereum?
Yeah, that's what
that's
it is.
what.
It's
okay.
yeah, the cryptocurrency Ethereum. So or not for the gas fee, it's dollars. $30 to like 200 something dollars.
And that's just because of the transaction.
Yeah. Like you're paying a fee to post it, basically. And then the buyer pays a fee to buy it. It's all fees for the most part when you're buying stuff and doing stuff on
And
it.
why does that fluctuate so much?
I don't know.
That seems crazy.
I think it just goes based off the price of Ethereum. And say like I'm buying a piece, I think it bases off the price that I'm buying it at the Ethereum price. Like say Ethereum or one Ethereum is like $4,000, and I buy a piece for a quarter Ethereum. I think that case it'll be like what's a quarter of that? Basically 500, something like that, I guess. So at that price, you'd be paying a gas fee of I want to say like $100 something on top of it. So
And that just goes to.
I think the miners, like how the whole crypto miner thing is happening
Okay.
with like Bitcoin and all that. People are buying computer parts just to make money, and that's like another reason why right now computer parts are super expensive.
Crazy expensive.
I've been trying to get a new graphics card, and that thing's like $2,000 for like a 3-year-old graphics card.
Yeah.
I'm like, why?
Yeah, it's insane. I built the rig that we're recording the podcast on towards the end of 2019. I got in right under the radar
Yeah.
before everything just skyrocketed.
I mean, it's going back down right now, but still,
I haven't even checked.
it's way too expensive.
I'm too worried I'm going to start buying SSDs and more hard
Yeah.
drives, and
Yeah.
I don't need it.
Well, SSDs now are like so cheap for a terabyte. It's like 200, but no, cheaper than that. I think it's way less than 200 now.
Yeah. It's insane. I mean, even hard drives are dirt cheap.
Oh yeah.
They were pretty low throughout Christmas. Actually, they dropped the
Yeah.
price on a lot. You could get a 5 terabyte one for like $80.
That's so nice.
Yeah,
I've been getting so many externals like ever since like the price drop.
you probably just burn through them.
Kind of. I've been getting like 4 terabyte ones just because I feel like that's the best, but I feel like I should also be getting 2 terabyte onlys just because they'll last longer. But SSDs, when I first started looking at them, they used to be way more expensive. Like I have a 240 gigabyte one in my computer, and that was like almost $300 at the time because it just came out. So SSDs were mad expensive then.
Damn.
Now it's like terabyte is super cheap, and I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't even
But-
remember what I paid for mine. I think I have a terabyte one.
Yeah, hopefully
I think I just got one. Yeah,
that'd be nice.
I think I just got one. And then I've got a couple. I burned through so many hard drives.
Yeah,
Just, I mean, each podcast is 100 gigabytes
damn,
at least. Yeah.
that's so much
Yeah.
space.
Yeah. It's insane.
I couldn't think of that. Like, I couldn't do that. So much
Yeah.
storage you gotta go through.
I'm gonna have to get
Audio.
a file cabinet and just start labeling them
Yeah,
and tucking them
like
away.
those cloud system ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are dope though. I like those.
I've heard good things.
Yeah, my cousin had one when he was when he owned his computer store. I used to work at his computer store there and build computers and stuff when I was 16, 17.
Oh, nice.
And that's kind of how I got into the whole computer realm, playing PC games and everything like that.
Is that what you play on as a PC?
Yeah,
Okay.
I used to play on. I mean, if I had the money, I'd be buying a PS5, but so expensive for a PS5 right now. It's like 600.
If you can even get one, right?
Yeah, my brother was able to get like 3. I'm like, how for retail too?
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Just
that's-
lucked out.
Yeah, and he's just sold them to friends and whatnot for like I think retail price, just like same price he paid, just cause why not? But it's
Damn.
it must be so nice to be able to find them like that.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah, scalpers. I've seen PS5s going for 1,000 plus.
yeah, especially here, people are like skyrocketing the prices here.
Everything here is so
Yeah,
expensive.
I love
It's
looking.
just a joke.
I love looking at the comments on Facebook. People are like, "I could go to GameStop right now and get this for like $350, and you're selling it for $700." Okay,
Yeah.
even 360s and like PS3s and stuff. I'm like, dude, you.
People still buy
Yeah.
it though. That's the problem.
That's exactly the
They're
issue.
willing to pay because they want it, especially when the holidays come around.
Yeah.
It always happens.
Yeah, which is absurd.
I can't do it.
Yeah,
I'd be fine.
because people will see it and they're like, "Oh, okay, I'll get it." They don't care for the price.
Especially if you don't know. If
Yeah.
it's a parent or somebody,
Yeah,
a significant other that doesn't really know or understand the pricing of them.
yeah,
Oh, okay, I'll just
But
get
that's-
it. He really wants it.
yeah. But that's like why eBay is such a good tool, because you just go to recently sold and figure out the price what it should be, and then you're good.
How are
So-
you selling your stuff? Are you putting it out on just
For-
social media?
For NFTs or
Yeah.
yeah,
Is there a
Yeah.
platform for that?
mainly Twitter
Twitter,
and
okay.
Discord, but Discord's mainly for like bigger projects. Like have you seen the whole ape thing with NFTs?
Yeah.
Like that whole thing they have.
That brought in a lot of money, right?
Oh yeah, so much.
What, Stoned Ape? Is that what it was? Crazy Ape?
Board
Bored
Ape Yacht Club, something like that. And I have a couple of friends in it, and I'm like, you guys are so lucky. And there's another thing called CryptoPunks too, and that's like
I've heard about that one, yeah.
yeah, those are like the top two, and it's crazy on how much people are spending on that. I have friends that hopped on it like right when it came out, like when it started to boom, not right when it came out because that came out in 2017, I think. So
Have you bought any NFTs? Or you
I've
just in
gotten
the selling
one so
game?
far, but it was dumb cheap because I thought they were going to be doing a lot more stuff. So I'm trying to sell it right now because it's something that I don't really need. Like they're not doing anything with the project, so it's pointless to be a part of it. So
What drives up the value of one of the projects? Is it just
I don't
Who's
really
behind
know.
it?
I think who's behind it and like what the market is, like how often they're being sold and how much they're being traded. So it's literally just like stocks, but digital images. So,
that is so crazy?
yeah, without like the dividends and stuff like that.
Yeah.
but-
You're just betting on somebody that's willing to pay a higher price
Yeah.
than you are.
Yeah,
Like a stock.
yeah. And Adidas and Nike just got into it like a few weeks ago.
NFTs.
Yeah, they partnered
Jesus.
with Bored Ape Yacht Club or Bored Ape Yacht Club. I think Adidas did, if I'm not wrong. And then this other NFT product came out, and Nike is a part of them too, to bring like or AI type of, not AI, artificial reality, like the AR thing, like have their shoes as your metaverse character and like bring up the shoes in the metaverse. It's so weird. Like you're owning the shoe, like the digital shoe. Like that's what their plan is, I think, in the future. From
So
what
it'd be
I've
a
seen.
combo thing.
Yeah. Which is
That is
crazy.
so crazy.
Yeah.
Have you gotten into the metaverse at all?
I kind of want to, but at the same time, I'm like, I kind of want to stay away from it for now until I get more into it and realize like what I need to do or like how it actually works.
I didn't realize that there are multiple metaverses being
Yeah.
built. I thought it was just the one that
The
Facebook
metaverse-
was working on.
No.
No, there's a ton of them.
Yeah. There's so many people pissed off on Twitter about Facebook changing their name to Meta. It was so funny though.
Yeah, kind of a weird move.
Yeah.
They're leaning into
Mhm.
the whole metaverse.
Yeah.
That's their wave.
They're probably just looking at it money wise and like, okay, that's good.
Oh yeah.
Hop in.
And their branding, I mean, Facebook was kind of in a rough spot these past
Yeah.
few years.
Oh, yeah.
With the whole 2016 election and then
The Instagram algorithm going down
yeah.
the hill, down the
Is that-
hole. I don't know. Might be mine. Let me
I
see.
think it was mine.
Mine's on silent. We're
Yeah,
good.
them doing that, all the misinformation and people complaining about that.
Yeah.
I mean, the rebranding makes sense to Meta. I don't know about that, but
I feel like they should have just made it something like have Meta in it because they're going into the metaverse, but also have it along the lines to be working with Instagram and Facebook and WhatsApp and stuff. Be
yeah,
like-
now it's completely
yeah,
it's just
or
its own
change
thing.
it to the social network like the movie. That'd be
Yeah,
a
that
solid
would've
name
been-
for them.
That would have been funny.
That'd been a solid name. I still feel like they could change it. Never too late.
Yeah, they rebrand back.
Yeah.
Actually, we're gonna change our name one more time.
Yeah, to
Meta
the-
wasn't really working out.
The Meta social network.
Yeah, the social network by
Meta.
Meta.
No,
Yeah.
just Meta, the social network.
Yeah,
We better not give them any ideas.
yeah, right. They're gonna change it. We're not even gonna get a cut.
Yeah.
I was
Well-
reading this article the other day. maybe I was watching a podcast and they were talking about somebody paying $450,000 to buy a plot of land in the metaverse next to Snoop Dogg.
Wait, he has a spot?
Yeah,
Damn, I didn't
in
know
the
that.
Sandlot
Yeah,
metaverse,
this
Sandpark metaverse.
I think Sandbox. I think
Yeah,
it's just called
Sandbox.
Sandbox. Yeah.
Sandbox.
I was gonna hop into one.
450 grand.
Yeah, I was gonna hop into one because they just came out with they're working on it, and people were trying to sell it for like 100 grand. I'm like, bro, why? It's
Yeah,
not even out yet.
I don't understand. So if you have like an Oculus or
Yeah.
some VR setup, can you go into these places right now, or
Yeah.
you're just banking on them being done at
You
some
can go
point?
into those places, like the Sandbox. You could go into it.
Right now.
I think so. Yeah, because I saw this video on TikTok of this one guy like talking to the one of the workers at Meta, just like on the Oculus, just chilling in the metaverse, and the dude's like, "You guys actually get paid for this right here, right now? Sign me the hell up."
Yeah, right? I'll
It was
take that
so
job.
funny. And I was like, dude, that's crazy. And he's just like, how much you guys get paid? And who knows? They probably get paid so much
Crazy
just
amount.
to hang out in there,
Yeah.
just be at home, chill on their
Yeah,
couch.
we're testing. Just
Yeah.
making sure everything works.
Yeah, must be nice.
Yeah, don't leave the couch. Never have to go
Yeah.
into the office.
Oh yeah,
Clock out, you just pull off your headset.
just like watch TV. Honestly, that would kind of suck though. Being in the metaverse all day and not going. I mean, go outside, but just doing that and then go to your computer screen or just your phone or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like that's so much screen time.
I don't know, for a 6-figure paycheck.
I know. Might be worth
Sign
it.
me up.
Like,
Yeah.
I might need that another 100 grand on it or added on to it.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
You know, just for the stress of having to wear a headset all day. But
Yeah. That puts so much strain on your eyes.
Oh
I
my
couldn't do
God.
that.
I'm sure
no
you
way.
feel it. Editing, I'm so
Yeah.
dead by the time I'm done.
Yeah.
I just feel drained.
Well, sometimes after I'm done, especially if I'm staying up late gaming, I go in the bathroom and see my eyes. My bags are like so low. I'm like, bro,
bloodshot.
like what happened? And she actually got me blue light glasses for Christmas. I need to start using.
Do those work? Have you tried them?
Not yet. I feel like they
I
do.
don't know
though.
anybody that's used them yet.
Yeah. My friend had them and he said they worked, but we'll see.
I feel like if they work, that
Yeah.
would definitely be helpful.
Well, I feel like they have to if they're being sold at Target and stuff just casually.
Yeah.
In a way, otherwise that whole project, like the whole blue light glasses thing, would just be out the window.
It just helps with strain, right? Eye
Yeah.
strain?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I feel like that's what saves your eyes.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I worry about what the long-term effect of that's going to
Yeah.
be.
Especially for us, if we're sitting on our computers all day,
Yeah.
editing and
If
everything.
we're going to be going blind at 40.
Yeah. Do it now. Get it
I
over
feel that way with the audio too, because I have headphones in
Yeah.
90% of my day.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm wondering what that does to your hearing long
I
term.
know. Well, I'm always listening to music. Like I spend so many hours on Spotify. I have no idea. It's like literally 2 month day or 2 months of a year. I'm listening
Yeah.
to straight music
I believe it.
at least. So
It can't be good.
imagine music producers listening to that stuff all the way up.
Or
It's like
well, you hear about artists that do live performances and
Oh,
their
yeah.
ears just get blown
Yeah.
out.
Well, I feel like half the time their speakers are like the people doing the setting up the stage aren't doing a good job with the audio. If that's the case, because I feel like they have to be like towards them, but also like the music has to be out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like the
Kinda go
vocals have to be
around.
towards you. Like everything else has to be out. I feel like, but who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. I would not want to be up there.
Well, sometimes when I'm taking photos at concerts and stuff, if I'm just like taking photos of whatever, I'm like near the speaker at times. I'm not wearing any earbuds or anything, so it's just like right here, like,
Yikes.
bumping super hard, and I'm like, oh, that sucks. so
Started
much.
hitting dizzy. Okay,
Yeah.
maybe we need to take 5.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, after a little bit, I get used to the sound, but I feel like my eardrums are just gonna go on me at any point.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I think about that. And I'm like, it can't be good. It
especially
can't be
playing
good.
games like Call of Duty and
Oh,
like other
yeah.
games like that.
And you're never
volume
playing
up.
it at a good volume.
Yeah.
It's always blasting.
Yeah,
And the intro, do you play Warzone?
I used to. I can't play it anymore. It's too broken for me.
It's they have not managed to get a hold on that game since it's
Yeah.
been out.
Well, that's like Call of Duty went downhill so bad. Like, ever since they brought Warzone out, it's just been a really bad game. So
I liked Warzone in the beginning. I really liked the concept. I
I
still
did too.
play it.
yeah, but just like multiplayer wise and everything, they just focus too much on Warzone
Yeah.
than anything
I haven't even
else.
played multiplayer in
Vanguard.
yeah.
Oh,
in a
I
few
love
years.
it.
I didn't even buy Vanguard.
Oh, I did.
Or What was the other one? World War?
Cold War.
Cold War?
Black Ops
World
Cold
War?
War.
Cold
I
War?
hated that
didn't even
one.
play that. Yeah, I
It was
did
so
not hear
bad.
good things.
And I bought it twice too.
You bought it twice?
Yeah, because I
For a
was
console?
because I was here when it first came out, and then I bought it when I went back home. And same with Modern Warfare too. So, a lot of money.
Yeah.
That game's taking a lot of money from
Yeah.
me.
Did you buy Vanguard?
Yeah, I've had a lot more fun. That's like
Okay.
that's the only one that I've been having a lot of fun in the past like 4 years of playing Call of Duty
Campaign or multiplayer?
multiplayer. I
Okay.
don't play campaign.
I used to like the campaigns.
I did too.
I really did.
Yeah,
And then after,
Modern Warfare or Black Ops 2.
Yeah,
For me.
yep.
Black Ops 2 was
kind of the
the
last
call.
one I really got into.
yeah.
What's your favorite one?
Either Modern Warfare 2 or Black Ops 2.
Modern Warfare 2's up there, man. That's everybody's.
Only Modern Warfare 2 because back in the day, everyone like everything was free range. Everyone was like talking mad shit to each other, and like the mic quality was so bad.
Trash.
It was so
Everyone's
good.
just swallowing the mic, cussing
Yeah.
each other out.
This one time I was playing, this one kid was getting super heated at us, like me and my friends, and he literally swallowed like not literally, but he put the mic in his mouth and it broke because he screamed so loud. You heard it go. Sheek.
That's
You heard
peak.
it cut-
That's peak Call of Duty.
Yeah.
That's what that was.
Yeah. And I love it. And just it's funny because you see people talk trash to each other on TikTok or like social platforms and stuff, and I'm like, you were not there during that era. You will not understand what
You don't
it's
get
like.
it.
You know, like the creativity behind everyone talking trash to each other was so clever. It was
And
so
the law,
funny.
everything was good. The maps were
Oh, yeah.
good.
Everything
the
was
gun balance
overpowered.
was good. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Those. Was it the akimbo shotguns? Was that Modern Warfare? or
Yeah,
Modern
the
Warfare
Model
2?
1887s
Oh my.
or whatever
Yeah.
they were.
Oh my God.
Yeah, or the
Broken.
Spaz 12s.
Broken.
Loved it.
You just
Everything about
running
it.
around the map.
And then playing Mike Myers, the jump spots, quick scoping, which I still do to this day.
Those were the days. It was a
Yeah.
simpler time back then.
Oh yeah, dude, I was actually gonna get into content creating for Call of Duty. That was
Like
my
streaming?
streaming and YouTube and stuff. I was doing that when I was younger, and I was in Black Ops 3 when that came out. I was running like a whole team by myself, like competitive team, sniping team, creative team,
Oh shit.
because someone brought me on, and then he would just like give me everything to do. Like he's like, here, go find people to like play competitively for us and whatnot. And he was like making all these promises to the team, like for like jerseys, getting like with these bigger teams and like playing bigger games. Never happened. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm out. I'll see you guys later.
Damn.
And I actually met this one kid from the UK, and I still talk to him to this day, which is kind of crazy. And he's like one of the first people that I met through gaming and just played with that I didn't know until then. So it's crazy. And I play with so many like big, not big time, but semi big time streamers now. Like way back then, like that. There was a team called Dare, and I used to play with some people on there, some people on Soar, and yeah, which is crazy because now they're just like bigger streamers and they actually stuck to it, which is dope.
And people make a lot of money doing
Oh
that.
yeah, crazy. This one time when I was streaming, because I used to stream quite a bit, but I was playing Counter Strike Go, and this one dude from, I think France, Spain, something like that over there. He's gave me $90 just like he donated $90, and I'm like, damn, that's crazy. So I just like did a giveaway on games. So I was like, you know what, let's just give back. Why not?
Oh, that's
So,
cool.
Yeah. And I think that was my biggest donation, like gaming wise, which is crazy. And people just have like money like that to throw away. I'm
And
like,
just want to give it to streamers.
yeah, which is dope. So
Yeah, crazy.
yeah,
I remember growing up really young. We're talking middle school. I wanted to do something with video games, but there was no streaming.
Mhm.
The tournament thing was kind of going on, but it wasn't.
yeah.
It was nowhere near as big as it was now.
Oh yeah,
And my go-to was, oh, I'm gonna be a game tester. That's as close as I could
Yeah.
get to.
that
Yeah,
was
that
like
would
what
be so
Halo
much fun.
3 days.
Yeah, I was like, I'll just be a game. I'll get paid to play video
Yeah,
games. I'll be a game
because you heard that all the
tester.
time. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, Machinima, they're like have game testers. I'm like, okay,
You can get paid to play video games.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, my parents were like, nobody makes money off video games. You gotta do something else.
now look at everybody. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Like literally, I think people are getting paid the most gaming right now. Like
And the interesting thing is, you can make an insane amount of money and you're not beating up your body like if
Yeah.
you're playing basketball or soccer.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're getting like you are getting fatter when you're playing, but also your mind's going. So like your eyes are, like your movement, like just everything, like mindset movement is going by way faster. And which is weird because I feel like you actually do get better eye coordination when you're doing like video games when you're playing.
That's what they say, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's
I feel like
been
it's true
proven or
because
not.
when I'm driving and stuff and people do crazy stuff, like I feel like it's gonna happen. Like if I see someone doing something that's like gonna be sketchy, or if I have like a weird feeling they're gonna pull out and like try to cut me off, I'm like ready for it before it even happens. Or if they do it, like I'm just like
It has
prepared
to have an
more.
effect on your reflexes
Yeah.
for sure.
100%. Which, I mean, it's good, but at the same time, like you gotta put a lot of hours into gaming in order to have those type of reflexes.
And you have to put a lot of hours into gaming just to
Be good.
be good. Yeah, if you
'Cause-
want to actually play, not even competitively, but be able to play and win a few rounds, you gotta put
You're
in some work.
really good now. With everybody's
Oh,
like
yeah.
trying so hard for no reason, and I'm like, dude, calm down. It's chill.
Yeah, it used to
relax.
be you just go into a lobby and just
Have fun.
wreak havoc
Yeah.
and do
Hang out with your friends.
yeah.
Just do whatever.
And now you get in some of those lobbies, especially on Warzone
Oh,
now.
yeah.
It's
Kids slide
It's
canceling,
pretty intense.
trying to like juke you, and since I'm sniping almost like probably 90% of the time, I mean it's like sitting there because like you know how kids go back and forth with each other like when they're fighting you. I'm like I'm just gonna snipe you. Like you're not
Yeah.
fast enough. Like come on,
Yeah,
it's not that hard.
it's intense.
It's funny.
But what another sweet gig.
Yeah.
Just play video games. That's not all you would want to do. You definitely
No.
have to work out
Yeah.
or go outside a little bit.
Yeah.
Get some vitamin D.
Yeah. But there's kids that are literally just like pale white, just like sitting there day after day, not doing anything but playing games. Which is that's so crazy.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that.
Who
Not
would have
anymore.
thought?
I know.
Who would have thought that would be a way to actually make money?
Yeah. I thought it was just gonna be like the YouTube thing and that was it. Not streaming and just like
I did not see. I thought the YouTube thing would get bigger. I did not see streaming coming
yeah.
at all.
I kind of did because I was like trying to hop on it because there's this game called Warframe when the PS4 came out. And me and my friend were the top streamers for that game for like a couple months. And then for the PlayStation at least. And then we had a friend on PC because the updates were way different. And so whenever there was PlayStation kids that needed help, the PC player would send them to us and then vice versa. If there's a PC player that was needing help, we'd send him over to the PC guy. And I don't know, kind of made our own community on there, and then we just kind of gave up. I don't know why. We probably could have made
Just
it.
fell out of it.
Yeah, I feel like it was just some updates that kind of ruined the game. So, which is usually what happens.
Yeah.
So,
Or they just stop
yeah,
working on it.
yeah,
Falls off.
yeah. Wild.
What are you playing now?
Vanguard mostly, that
Vanguard.
and Rocket League. Like the most basic
Rocket
games.
League's intense,
but,
yeah.
Yeah. Rocket League's pretty fun because I just mess around. And like I just love getting kids mad. That's why I love multiplayer games. People get so mad, it's just so funny to me. I don't know why.
Yeah, the death comms
Yeah.
are, I mean, on any Call of Duty game are always
Yeah.
always worthwhile to check out.
Whenever I'm like playing Warzone with some friends, if I ever do play it anymore, and I die, I'm like, he's right behind you, and he's
Yeah.
like facing out the door out of the wall, and I'm like, he's gonna get him, or he just like say some dumb shit like that.
I have a buddy who you can always tell when he starts getting a little heated at the game
Oh, it's
because
so funny.
he'll start going at him when
Yeah.
he dies. It
It's
starts
so
off
funny.
calm, like, oh fuck you, and then
Yeah.
it gets heated and it's like, okay.
It's so good.
It's getting a little spicy.
I love it though. That's like the best part about it is when your friends get heated.
Yeah.
Because I used to be like that. I used to get so pissed off when I was little, and now I'm like, if I die, I'm just gonna fuck with that person who killed me. It's just fun. It's just more fun to me doing that.
Yeah.
instead
And you
of
can't
just
take
getting-
it personal.
Yeah,
That's the
not at all.
thing.
People
you-
do.
Oh yeah.
That's the best part is when they take it personal. Then you can really dig into them.
Yeah.
And then they get even more mad, and then
You have a few friends where you can't really play with them very long.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
It
yeah.
gets too. There's a level of taking it personal where you're like in the game and like, oh fuck this
Well,
person.
people literally lose friendships over it,
Yeah.
which is absurd. I'm like, dude, do you not understand like the point of gaming?
It's a game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people don't get
At
that.
the end of the day, we're just having fun. But if you take it too personal, that's on you. That's all I say.
I used to get so frustrated as a kid. Me and my dad would play this racing game, and it was super basic. Some basic NASCAR game,
Yeah.
and you just driving around the track, and I would get so into it, and then he'd lap me because he was
He was
better.
better, yeah,
and I
always.
would just lose it. I'd be like, oh no, the fucking game's broken.
Throw the controller.
Just lose it and be like, this game's broken. We need a new like just kid shit.
Yeah.
Playing video
Yeah.
games.
I mean, if when we have a kid and like if he wants to play video games, and like wants to try to beat me, I'm just gonna kick his ass every time
Oh
until
yeah,
he
you
does.
gotta humble him.
Yeah.
You gotta make him earn that.
Yeah. Like if he gets mad, that's on him. It's not my problem. Get better.
Get better, buddy. Come on.
Yeah, get better, or else you're not having dinner tonight.
Yeah,
Let's get to
right.
that point. That'd be so
You
bad.
gotta log a few more hours. Sorry,
Yeah.
training's not done yet.
That'd be so. People actually like pay
That's
for
a real
training.
thing,
Yeah,
Which
I remember
is that gets weird.
Yeah, I remember like 2 years ago now. There was this whole thing about kids on Fortnite, like their parents paying for kids' training because that whole Fortnite tournament thing. There's like some 13 or 14-year-old that won $1 million in New York or Philadelphia, something like that, for a
Jesus,
Fortnite
13.
tournament. Yeah,
What are you gonna do with $1
probably
million?
15. Probably more realistically 15.
Still 15. What are you gonna do with $1 million?
I don't know. Well,
That's
who knows,
crazy.
Who knows how much of that got taxed though when he won it?
True.
So
Yeah, especially if it was in New York.
yeah. So
Yeah, that was a big thing. Is that still? That's got to still be going on.
I think they canceled that because they only did it once, and that was the last I've ever heard of it. And then there's this one YouTuber, Keemstar. He was like putting on his own tournaments every Friday for Fortnite.
I know there are these sites you can go to. I watched a video about it, and you can pay people to play with you. There's one where it's all girls, and you can pay a girl to play a video game with you.
That's so bad.
It was so
that dude-
weird.
I couldn't do that. That's just too desperate to me. I'm like, bro, if you gotta get to
Yeah.
that point, just stop.
To play a video game with you. Come
Yeah.
on.
It's like, just hang out. Go find actual
Yeah.
friends to play with.
Yeah, or
Like,
just play online with regular
friends.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so
Weird.
bad, dude.
The
I cannot
internet
do
is
that.
such a weird place.
They're down bad. Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah. I think I was watching a video about it on Facebook or something. It came across my page and was like, that's not real.
Yeah.
It's real.
That's so stupid. I can't.
Different time.
Yeah. And just imagine how much people are spending on that too. Like,
Well, that
Weekly.
especially back to Fortnite,
Mhm.
just buying skins.
oh yeah.
You hear about kids getting a hold of their parents' credit cards and just
Yeah. It's like
blowing-
300 plus.
yeah, just
Like-
thousands of dollars.
Yeah. I couldn't do that.
For what?
I don't know. Have a Batman skin?
I guess.
Spider
Because they
Man.
want that. Yeah.
That's so. Well, now Call of Duty's doing that too. It's like $10 per bundle.
Yeah, I don't buy those battle passes. The
You
the
can
one
get it for
thing-
free.
That's what I
That's-
do like
yeah.
is that you can just save up enough coins and then
Yeah,
get
that's
it.
what I do.
Yeah, that's my thing.
Because I'm like, I'm already spending $60 on this game.
Yeah, I'm not paying.
I used to pay $20 per expansion back in Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, all
Yep,
of that.
I forgot about the
Yeah.
expansion packs.
Yeah, those used to be so big. They would have full on commercials on the expansion packs, like on ESPN and stuff during commercials. I remember
I forgot about
the
those.
Modern Warfare 2 Resurgence expansion commercial. That thing was so sick. I love that commercial.
Yeah, now it's all just skins.
Yeah,
You're not even getting any good content out of it.
yeah, I-
Skins, guns, blueprints.
yeah. I hate it. I'm like, I don't even put camos on my guns anyways. If I do, it's just like something trippy for a second. And then that's
Yeah,
it.
I don't do the charms or the
I
stick.
do at times just to, like if I see like the thing like the little logo, you know how it says like new charm whatever.
Mhm.
I just go to get rid of it, and I'm like, oh, this one's actually kind of cool, so I put it on.
Some of the skins are cool. I can get down, not the character skins,
Yeah.
but the gun skins. I can get down.
Have
on
you
that.
seen the anime skins that they have on there?
Oh no.
It's so weird. Like it's like straight like rated R type shit on it. I'm like, bro, what the hell?
I've not seen. Well, they had that gimp costume for that
Yeah.
one girl for a while.
Yeah.
That was weird.
They also had a Humboldt skin in Modern Warfare.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was a weed ghillie outfit, and it said Humboldt. And,
Oh
like,
no
the
shit.
guns had a tag that said Humboldt County on it too.
Damn, that's
Yeah.
cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, because that whole game is just supposed to be full of stoners, and I guarantee, or whenever people had it on, I'd just hop in game chat and be like, "I bet you don't even know where that place is at." It
You're
was
like,
so
nope.
funny. And then people with like 707 in their names, I like give them shit. I'm like, "Where you from, Vallejo? I bet you're from Vallejo, huh?" It
That was a
always
big
is.
thing. That's still semi big. You'll still come across a couple kids that have
Yeah,
that.
and I'm like,
707.
I always hop in. I'm like, "Where you guys from? Huh? Where you from?" Trying to like start shit, and then they never talk. I'm like, "Of course." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Probably Vallejo." Or are you some Santa Rosa kids? And they're always like, one of them.
Jesus.
It's so funny.
Yeah,
Um,
the whole pay to play thing is just.
Yeah. Absurd.
Yeah, it's weird that we've fallen into that.
I'm not surprised at all.
Well, no, those companies want to make as much as they can.
And like Activision, they don't need that money. They already lost like 14,000 people.
But they're making so much money off
Yeah.
of everything else. You don't need it.
Yeah. They
It's-
lost like 14,000 employees recently.
Oh, I think I heard about it's
Yeah.
over some sexual assault scandal, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know what
Yeah, I forget,
I
but
don't know what happened with it.
hey, they're not there anymore. Probably for the better.
It's not
Probably
gonna
a
help
shit place to work at.
probably. Well, I don't know. I think working at one of those game design companies would be cool, but supposedly the atmosphere and the work time is just
Yeah,
horrendous.
yeah. I mean, game developing is so crazy. I could not do that. The coding behind it, so much.
We I took this game development class in college and we had to build a game from scratch.
Yeah,
All these other kids made really cool indie platform games or those scrolling screen
yeah, like
games.
the 2D ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just really cool shit with great backstories and cool
Uh,
cutscenes. We got into this group and I was like, okay, we'll probably make something cool, a shooter. That was my input. Was let's make
yeah,
a shooter.
a little shmup, a little shoot 'em up.
We came up with Gluck, which
Was that the name?
yeah, Gluck was the name. It was a duck with a Glock for a
That's
head,
so good.
and you're shooting at other animals, other birds like
Yeah.
swans and geese with other guns for heads. So there was like an AK-1. There was some boss duck. It was like a mallard duck or something was the boss, and it shot fireballs. That was our
That's so
game.
cool. I made
was-
one. I think it was in Unity. I think that's what I used, and I made like a little 2D platformer. I tried to, and I just gave up on it so quick. But it was like a Mario game. I made this little blue figure with like little tiny arms and legs, and like it was just so hard to get it to work because I would like finish the level and then I would just keep on like going like on the platform, and just like keep on running forever without finishing the level. And I was like, all right, I give
Done.
up.
Yeah. When did you try to do that? Was this a few years ago?
This was like 7 years ago, I think. Now I think I was a junior in high
They've
school.
gotten really good. That online software like Unity or Game Maker,
Yeah,
it's gotten way better,
yeah,
way more intuitive.
yeah. I've seen that, and there's like actual classes for like what 7-year-olds to learn how to do it.
You can just watch YouTube videos.
That's what I was doing.
Yeah, I think we made ours with Game Maker.
yeah,
I think. I don't think we actually got to use Unity or
yeah.
anything.
I just used the free version for Unity.
Yeah.
So.
Crazy.
Mhm.
And a lot of that is just drag and drop. I think there's a little more. There can be more programming if you want. I think Game Maker, a lot of it was drag and drop, and then you could program in physics and stuff
Yeah,
and movement if you wanted
Yeah.
to. But
I couldn't.
crazy.
Yeah,
You can
It's-
just build your own game now if you want. If you
Oh,
have the time. That's the
yeah.
big thing. If you have the time
Yeah.
to invest in it.
One of my old coworkers at the computer shop I was working at, he codes full time now, but he was trying to do his like own game and everything, and he was making it work. He had like a Discord with like 75 people behind backing him and everything. And I think he just gave up on it for now. But it was like actually a pretty dope game. I forget what it was about, but he's actually getting it like together pretty well. He was starting to get a team together and all this stuff, and I was like, damn, good for him. But
I
kind
think
of
it's just the
off.
burnout
Yeah.
of working on that,
Yeah.
staring at code all day long.
Well, especially since he is a coder, it's just like even more on top
Yeah.
of that. I'm like, if I had people behind it, I'd be like, you guys do the coding, come up to me with the ideas. If there's issues, I'll help fix it or whatever. I'm taking a break.
yeah,
But yeah.
I'll just manage it from the
Yeah.
outside.
And if you guys really need the help, I'll hop in, do whatever I need to do, and then yeah.
Yeah, coding
And do it with them, obviously, but yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's so much work.
oh my god.
It's so much.
And then you're staring at a screen and looking through thousands of lines of code for one small typo that
Which
Crash
is
the whole
literally more,
thing.
like always like some quotes or like a parentheses or some little thing like where is it? And you spend like hours looking for it. It's like in the first line. It's like
yeah,
God damn it.
some semicolon that's not supposed to be there.
Yeah.
I looked through this line 20 times and now I see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 90% of what coding is.
Oh yeah. I hate coding so much. I've despised it. I was gonna take a coding class in college. I tried and I'm like, I cannot do this. I think it was JavaScript I was working on or C plus. I forget which one it was, but it was such a pain. I was like, this is so
It's
difficult
just
for no reason.
tedious. Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you go to college for?
Well, I was gonna go like in person, dropped out twice, both on the first days.
Okay.
And I ended up doing a couple classes online, that coding class, which I kind of just gave up on, and then the Photoshop class, which I already knew how to do over half of it because I was like already doing Photoshop work and trying to learn it myself before that. But yeah,
What made you drop out? Twice, both on the first
Well,
day.
the first year I was gonna go, the math class I was gonna go to wasn't credited at all, so I was like, it's pointless for me to go. And then the second time, uh, I was like signed up for the classes, and I was like, I'm just gonna do the general ed stuff last of like the whole college career thing I was gonna do, and I was gonna do coding at first, and that's why I was gonna do that one C++ class wherever it was, and that one was online. The Photoshop one was online, and then I think I had to take English, and I forget what the other class was, but I was like, I don't even want to do this. I'm not gonna go. I'm good. I just want to do creative shit. And then I was gonna do a photography class, just a single photography class there, and they wanted you to do black and white, learn a camera, and I think do like 4 or 5 essays, like for all the projects. Like for each project, you had to do an essay, and I'm like, that's pointless. That's like the complete opposite of photography.
Yeah, why am I writing an essay
Yeah.
about the picture I took?
Yeah, like the photo should be speaking for itself. If you're not, or if it doesn't, then it's
You
not
got
your
a,
photo.
yeah, you've got another problem.
Yeah. So it's a mess. I'm like, I mean, one, I'm really bad at doing essays. I hate typing like long essays and stuff like that. I've always hated it. I cannot stand it. But
It's
Yeah.
just boring.
yeah, like in high school when I was doing essays, I was like, can I just go home? I don't want to be here.
I would always write my essays the night before because I just could not
Yeah.
pull myself together to start.
Yeah. Well, I would always just like purposely wait till like last second, and then I would always get it extended because I never had it finished. And I was like, can I just like get it to you Monday?
Yeah,
Or
right.
can I just like
Wait for that Friday deadline. Oh, it's actually we've got a
Yeah.
problem.
yeah? Or sometimes I'd be like, you know what, I finished it, but it's not here. And then I was like, can you just like give me a D? Does that work? And one time it worked. I was like, thank God.
Damn.
Yeah.
Good teacher.
Yeah, because they saw me actually working on it a little bit in class. Because like you know how schools have like their own laptops now. It's
Mm.
like something like that.
Yeah, kids can get their own iPads now in
Yeah,
class.
I'm like, must be nice. I
Yeah,
want
right?
that.
Different time.
Yeah, now they like
Different
have their
time.
own Chromebooks and stuff.
Yup.
They literally take home. Back
Every student gets one.
yeah, back when I was in high school, we just like had the computer and we had like a rack where we set it on when we're done. That was it. We can't take
Yeah.
it home or
And it wasn't a
anything.
good computer.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was like an old ThinkPad.
Yeah, well, we had a Dell, even cheaper.
Oh damn, yeah.
Those would just crash on us every day.
I think we got ThinkPads when I was going through high school, I think.
Yeah.
But I mean, we used to have those old ass projectors
Oh yeah.
where it's just the clear laminate and you're
Yeah,
just writing on
and
it.
the teacher's sitting there trying to focus it the
You're
entire
like,
time.
Spend 20 minutes just trying to get the lighting and the focus right. You're like, okay,
Yeah.
this is
And then
class for today.
class is like halfway over, and it's like 2 + 2, 4. All right, class is over.
Yeah, and then you had to write your notes quickly because they would just wipe
Yeah.
it blank.
And I'm like, I wasn't done.
It's
They're
like,
like,
oh,
get it from someone else.
yeah, thanks.
And I was like, I was always so slow in class because half the time I wouldn't even be paying attention. I just hated school so much. I couldn't stand it. But they would always like say, just get it from someone else or whatever. Or like, I just would never write it down. I'd be like, whatever. That's what it is.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
I remember there's this one semester where all the notes that I took I had copied from a friend during class. I had just gotten glasses and I didn't want to wear glasses, but I
Yeah.
couldn't see shit. So I would just sit. It was me and a buddy of mine, and we sat next to each other in class. So he would copy notes from the board, and I would just copy notes from his paper.
Hey,
It's like that's
way
this
to
is
do
what
it.
we're doing. Yeah.
I used to do that too because I was always so slow. Like, just out looking at it, writing it down, and making sure I'm getting
If you
it
don't
right.
write fast, it's rough.
Yeah, you're screwed.
It's a hard time.
Yeah. No, well, even during note taking and all that stuff, I'd always just draw on the edge of the paper. It's just like draw skateboarding logos or just draw little signs in the corner. It's like make a little photo there and stuff like that. So I was always messing around doing something.
So after the second time, you're kind
I
of
was
sitting
done.
thinking to yourself, okay, we need to embrace the
Yeah.
creative side.
Well,
this isn't gonna work out.
I always knew I wanted to do something creative, and that's why I was wanting to do coding because I knew one that had good money behind it, but also it gave me a degree and I could say I went to college and whatnot. But also after that, I was like, this isn't for me, not at all. So
Yeah, that structure.
yeah,
It's just a little weird.
yeah, and I was able to start working for myself. I think like 3 years after high school, I started working for
Okay.
myself. What's that? 2019?
Doing the photography.
4 years. 4 years after. Yeah.
That's pretty
So,
good.
Yeah, and I worked three jobs. I worked for my cousin in high school, like end of high school, kind of like a year after high school. Papa Murphy's and Fortuna, the casino at the hotel area, which I hated, graveyard shift. I hated it so much. Not want to do that job, but whatever. And then after that, I went full time. And between every job, I was trying to do it full time, but I just couldn't. So I always went back on a different job, and now I
Just the
can.
time commitment, or trying to
Yeah.
find clients,
Both.
or all of it?
Yeah, all of it. Making sure I'm able like to reach out to the right people, get the money I need to like for the job and whatever like that, paid well or whatever it was, what the circumstance was. So
When you first made the switch, were you kind of freaking out a little bit? Like,
not really
"What?"
because I had this one company called Bottle Keeper that I shoot for every month now, but during that time I was always like hit them up if I'm going on a trip, be like, hey, I'm going out here for like a week or whatever. Do you guys need photos? And they're like, sure. Like, we just need like 10. I'm like, okay. I just do that. Just like whenever I wanted to go on trips, I would just do that. Just kind of hit them up and see if they wanted photos or whatnot. And so they kind of like help me get to where I'm at now.
Do you bankroll any photos for ones that might come down the line, or you take everything after you've already secured the
Take
brand?
take anything after I secured
Okay.
mainly. Like for Bottle Keeper especially, I take some photos. Since I take photos for them every month, I do like a certain set and then wait till next month or wait till a little bit later towards the end of the month before to take some more photos and whatever else, because sometimes they want festive photos for the holidays or certain type of photos. So
Are
it's
they
just-
giving you any guidance saying, "Hey,
no,
we
I have
want"?
full free creative
Okay,
freedom.
that's cool. That's how
Yeah,
it should
which
be.
is like how most companies I work with is, which is really nice.
Yeah, that's got to be sweet.
Yeah,
You don't have somebody saying, "Okay, we need you to go to this location.
yeah.
We want this in the background.
If
Set
that was
up
the
scene
case,
like this."
if they did that stuff, I'd be like, you're gonna have to pay more if you want to direct me that much. Like
Yeah, it
every
just
little
take
thing.
too much out of it.
Yeah, it's way too much time consuming. Cause like I feel like I charge pretty cheap for the stuff that I do.
What are you
So-
charging for a promo?
Like for products and stuff.
Yeah.
My minimum right now, like I have a minimum of 10 photos for anywhere between 250 and 350, just depending on the company and like how like the ideas I have behind it or whatever. And also like say I have a lot of ideas for that company, and once I see that company, I'm like I could do this pretty quick, so I was like 250, something cheap. Or if it's like a smaller brand, probably a little bit cheaper. It just depends on the company and like their size and what their budget is and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I have a whole bunch of different price ranges.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
Are you selling a lot of your prints on the side too? I know we
Uh,
talked about the NFT stuff.
Yeah, for print wise,
Or is it primarily just coming from
well,
Products.
products right now, but prints is just like here and there, just depending the time of year. Like this time of year, I sold, I think 4 prints so far this year, just because of the holidays and that's what people wanted. And the company I go through to get my photo prints, which is one of my favorite companies, that Bay Photo, they make really good quality prints. So I've been stuck with them for like 4 years now, like basically ever since I started, and they haven't let me down at all. And every person that gets a print loves it. But this year it's been like four prints. Last year it's like close to 20 prints I sold. And then when quarantine first started, I was trying to push my prints the most because I was like the only way I could get jobs during that time. And that actually paid for like a whole month of like rent for me basically, which is nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah, I
Damn.
was able to sell that many prints. Thankfully, like I'm super hyped about it because I did it all myself. But
I wonder if it's harder selling prints nowadays because you have the internet.
I don't know. It's hard to say.
Right?
I feel like for the older generation, they love having it more physical. But since NFTs are a thing now, I feel like it's changing.
Have you sold more as NFTs now? No.
No, I've
Regular
sold
prints.
way more prints than NFTs so far. NFTs so far, I've sold like 4 pieces, which is still a lot considering I joined in March.
Oh,
So-
okay. March of this year.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. That's not bad.
yeah, pretty good. But I know people that sold a lot, which, I mean, good for them. But it'd be nice if that happened to me. It's just expensive. NFTs are just expensive.
Yeah.
That's like the hard part.
Well, the gas price seems
Yeah, gas
crazy. That
price.
fluctuation
yeah,
seems
and-
ridiculous.
And plus, like I have some pieces that are pretty cheap because, like, one, I want to help people like that are getting into NFTs and whatnot get a piece of art for themselves, and also, just like I have prices from like $40 up to like $3,000, just depending on like the piece itself. So it just all depends on like the photo itself, and just like I don't know. I just want to have a big price range for those who are interested in my photos, especially for NFTs.
Yeah, right. And then you can cast a wide net and try
Yeah,
to get everybody in on
yeah.
it.
So it just gives everybody a chance to hop in it. That's why I feel like it, at least.
Yeah,
So
yeah, because I would not be able to buy $100,000
yeah,
metaverse. Like,
I could not at all.
what is that? Who's
Yeah.
buying that?
And the thing is, like, people are just spending so much money in it. I can't. It's wild.
I'm kind of just sitting back waiting to see what happens. That's
Yeah.
kind of my MO with all of this. Because
Yeah.
I just don't understand it, so I don't feel comfortable hopping in it yet.
Yeah.
But if it catches on and it looks a little more concrete, then everybody's going to have to adopt it eventually.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know how long ago this was, but someone recently got married inside the metaverse too. Like inside their home, they just got married.
That is
Like,
so crazy.
Yeah. And they had it
They had
projected.
guests and stuff?
Yeah, they had like I don't know how many people, but they had like people sitting down, um, watching it. Just like they had a screen share of like them in person, just like up on the screen in the metaverse of their characters and them themselves, just doing it. And I was like, that's so weird.
What a time to be alive.
Yeah, it's
Just
wild.
getting married online.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've heard people say they're going to have concerts in the metaverse.
Yeah,
There's going to
I
be
can see that.
shows.
which kind of makes sense, especially like during this time of like during these times with like the whole COVID thing, and everyone trying to be inside more. So
And what about movie theaters?
yeah,
Is that going to be
I
just-
hope not. Or it'd be cool if like they have it in a way where it's like the actual theater itself, but also if there's people there in real life, they show up as like black figures, like as a theater, like inside the theater, like there's a camera for the movie itself, and like the people that are there in person, you could see them, but they're just black figures. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Set up a way to make it seem like you're actually there.
The
That'd be
potential
interesting.
seems limitless with
Oh,
what you could do.
yeah,
if it is
100%.
as big as everyone says it is,
Well, it's not even as big as it's gonna be yet, which is absurd. Like everything that's being talked about right now is so small.
yeah, VR is not even where it's going to be
Yeah,
in 3 years.
and that's been like what out for who knows how long? Probably coming close to 10 years now. I want to say it's been out for a long time.
No, I want to say, yeah,
224. Yeah, I think I was like 16 when the HTV Vive and the whole Steam thing was getting announced. So probably
is that late 2000s, early 2010s?
early 2010. If I was 16, that would have been
2012,
2014.
2014,
2013.
which is not long
No, not at all.
in the scheme. I mean, look at where consoles have gone.
Yeah. And-
Insane,
Oh yeah. It's crazy. Like between the PS1 and PS2, even then,
insane.
that was a huge change. N64 to GameCube, insane change. Or Sega.
Game Boy to Switch
DS or whatever it
to
was? Yeah.
anything. Insane.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see where that goes.
Oh yeah. I'm hyped for it, but at the same time I'm like, can everything just chill for a bit? This is happening way too fast.
Yeah, right. And then you've got the pandemic and everything on top of that.
Yeah.
It's weird how everything is. It feels as though it's ramped up
Yeah.
these past 2
especially
years.
Yeah, especially since the pandemic started.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's all crazy. I can't.
It's very crazy.
Yeah. That's so wild. Life's crazy. The whole every electronic piece is crazy now. Because I was talking to my friend Ben yesterday when we were out shooting in the redwoods. I was like using my drone. It was kind of raining, and I was like telling him about this story where I lost my drone because I crashed it at my dad's friend's property because he wanted me to take some drone footage. I hit a tree. It tumbled down. I lost it for like a day or two, and it rained one the nights before, and it was wedged underneath like tree roots because this one tree was sticking out of the ground and it just got wedged underneath it, and I couldn't find it for like 2 days. And since it rained, I just figured it was done for. It still works fine. I still use it to this day.
Damn.
And I was using it yesterday, and I was like, "That's
Totally
crazy."
fine.
Yeah.
Whoa, how weird is that?
Yeah. And I was like, and so getting back to yesterday, I was telling him, I was like, it's crazy how electronics are now so good at being outside in the rain or whatnot and not having any issues compared to how it was when the like Razer was out or like LG Shine or any of those type of phones were out.
You just sweat on it and it
Yeah,
breaks.
yeah.
Gotta
Now
put
it's
it in
just
some
like
rice.
now it's like, oh, you're sweating, or even iPhones if it gets too hot or too cold, it's like we can't function. Put it in a cooler place or a warmer place, which is weird.
Yeah, you used to just break it.
Yeah, and you wouldn't get any notifications or anything. I'm like, this is so crazy.
How do you like that drone?
I want to get a new one because the aperture on it is a fixed aperture at 2.8, and the newer ones you could change it to like what you need it to be. So my images for the drone aren't super sharp, but I try making them sharp in post editing.
Aperture is letting in the light.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you know cameras.
I know. I'm delving beneath the surface ever so slightly.
No, that's like basically the gist of it. Like everything camera settings wise, it lets in the light, but aperture, it lets in the lower the number, the more light that allows in, and that's also ISO mainly. But aperture does that, and it also makes like the focal point in it like sharper. So like 2.8 is so low, it's more focused. Like, say I shot this Corona bottle, it would be like distant focus, but the stuff in the background would be blurry. And if it was at f8, all this would be a focus.
Okay.
So it's just basically like the focal point range, I guess, in a way.
And does it have to do with any ambient lighting? If you're in a darker setting, you would want
Yeah, in darker setting, you want it down to 2.8, so that way you can
lower
get the
aperture.
focus. Yeah,
Okay.
get the focus that you want on the subject.
So when you take a picture, like some of the ones you posted where you've got the taillights of cars,
Yeah.
is that the aperture just letting in the light for that?
That's the shutter speed.
Shutter
So
speed. Okay.
for the aperture, depending on time of day. So if we're shooting at nighttime, and we want like taillights driving through, we put the aperture as low as possible. So my camera right now, or my lens, is the f4, so I put it to f4, and I have the tripod set up. I have the shutter speed to put like 5 seconds for that type of shot, so that way it stays open long enough to capture the light that's coming in. So that way, like you get the trail. Instead of
Okay.
just like shutter speed is basically how fast the shutter inside the camera closes. So if it's 5 seconds, it stays open for 5 seconds and then it closes, and that's how you capture the image. And the ISO kind of just like makes the artificial light come in that you need. And so you want to try to keep that at the lowest point. So there's a lot.
So great.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's like one of those things you have to like do in
Do it.
person
Yeah.
to fully
And probably
understand it.
do a bunch to really
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Yeah. So that's what, and I think that's another reason why I didn't go to school, because I'm more of a hands-on learner, and I think that's why I like creative stuff more.
And you already had found something that you were passionate about.
Yeah.
Which is why most people go to school, is because they're looking for something like that.
looking for that drive.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. I'm happy that happened because, well, I'm just also happy my parents are super supportive about it too. Because my mom does drawings, and she's been doing drawings for like, I think the past 2 years now. She's been doing like, or well, longer than that. She's been doing it her whole life, but like as her main thing, like basically a job now. She just does commissions for people for Western art and like horses and cowboys and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, she does that full time.
Damn.
Yeah. So I think that's why they were super supportive about it too.
She got it.
Yeah.
She's like, okay, we need to support this.
Yeah, like she understands it. So
That's important to have.
yeah.
A good support network
Yeah.
of people that understand your dreams. And
Yeah.
aren't just shitting on them.
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
is what happens to a lot of people. So, and
A lot of
yeah.
people.
And I feel like the best artists come from those type of people where their parents aren't super supportive about it, where they're like, oh, you can't be doing that. So they have like more emotions behind their work.
And they have that drive reinforced
Yeah.
to some extent.
Yeah.
Right? Because you've got these people saying, no, you can't do that. Don't do this. You should be
Yeah.
looking for something else. And that just
Kind of drives them like,
yeah,
kind of
it's
drives
like
them insane. Like, no, I'm going to prove you
driving the
wrong.
knife into your side. You're like,
Yeah.
"Oh,
And some
fucking-"
people like, they don't do it. They're just all like, yeah, I'm just gonna, like, they're right. I'm not gonna do it. Whatever. On to the next thing. Or I'll just go to school, do whatever.
It's one or the other.
Yeah.
That's what's weird about that kind of motivation, is you can use it to fuel you or it can destroy you.
Yeah.
And you don't really get a pick. It's kind
Yeah.
of just how you are as a person.
Which sucks because I feel like I used to be kind of that way where I was like in skateboarding, if I feel like I couldn't do a trick, I'm like, I'm not gonna do it. I can't do it. And now it's like, oh, well, I want to learn it. Okay, I'll learn it. It's like I know I could do it. It's just a matter of like how long it's gonna take to make it happen.
Yeah,
That-
putting in that
that goes-
discipline.
Yeah, that goes in for everything. Like especially with gaming too. Just everything.
Yeah.
Whatever you put your mind to.
photography.
Yeah.
It's all about just you have to put in the man hours to actually be good at it.
Yeah. It doesn't come overnight, which is what a lot of people think, especially
It'd
for
be nice if it
photography.
did.
Yeah.
A hell of a lot quicker,
Yeah.
but it
But-
does not.
Yeah. But that's like what it is for a lot of photographers too, or especially for people that say that photography is easy. They're like saying, "Oh, it's just a click of a button. I could easily do that with my phone." And I'm like, "You can, but it's not going to be the same. Like, there's going to be something different that you're not going to like about the photo that you took because you're using the camera app on your iPhone without knowing what settings to
Yeah,
do."
you probably hear that and just roll your eyes. And you're like,
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You do that.
Yeah.
You take a picture with
It's
your
funny.
phone. You're going to be fine.
Yeah. It's funny when people do that, but I'm like, whatever. If that's how you want to do it, sure. That's on you.
Yeah.
Like, or you could hire someone that knows what they're doing. So,
Yeah, because that's just camera settings.
yeah.
I mean, then you've got Photoshop and all
Yeah,
that
the editing,
underneath.
yeah.
Yeah.
The whole process. And knowing what lenses to use, knowing what what lighting to use and all that, because I rarely ever use artificial light. I'm always using like natural light if possible.
Well, yeah, it'd be hard for you to pack out light
Yeah.
if you're out somewhere.
Yeah. I pack stuff all the time. Like I always have almost all my camera gear on me 24/7 whenever I am out doing stuff. But a lot of times it's so heavy carrying everything. It's crazy.
Just packing it around with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's way too much. Like right now, I took out my gimbal, which is probably I think 8 pounds alone. And so whenever I have that with me, it's like even more weight. But whenever I don't, it's like I want to say like 15, 20 pounds on my back, just carrying camera
It's a
gear.
good weight.
Yeah, at least, and that's if my camera itself isn't in the bag.
Mm-hmm.
And my camera alone, I think, is 10 pounds, close to. So it's pretty heavy.
Yeah, and to be carrying around.
Yeah,
Just,
casually.
yeah.
And I throw it like I literally just like toss it. It's like onto beds or like couches, whatever. And everyone's like, "Don't throw it; it's gonna break." I'm like, "It's fine. I've been doing it for years. It's fine." And
Yeah. I feel that way about my phone.
Yeah.
I'll be at the gym and just
Toss it
chuck it.
down.
Yeah, just chuck it.
Yeah.
And then I'll stop and think that.
it could break.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't be throwing
I'm
it
more
around
worried
like
about the
that.
screen than anything.
Yeah, that's my biggest thing.
Then, like if it's not gonna break internally, but the screen.
You get a giant
That's my
crack down
baby.
the middle. Yeah.
That's my work.
You see so
Literally.
many people that have just splintered screens.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, it's just been broken.
Or people that are like have literal chunks out of their screens. I'm like, isn't that gonna cut you?
Yeah, the whole bottom corner's just
yeah,
dead.
It's just gone.
Dead pixels.
Yeah.
It's like
No, like literally just
okay.
gone out the
Or
like,
chunks, yeah, or
yeah.
just chunks missing.
Yeah, you
It's
can
like,
see
oh,
inside.
that's
It's
just
like,
your
okay.
yeah, okay. This is just how you're sticking with your phone.
Yeah.
All right.
That's wild. Do you remember back in the day, they made this phone that was supposed to be indestructible, like the flip phone?
I thought you were gonna say Nokia.
No,
the
everyone knows are.
Yeah, those are already
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Um,
It was like a flip phone. I think
No.
it was called like. I think it was literally called a Gizmo. I think it was literally called Gizmo, if I'm not wrong. It had like orange lining around on the outside, and it had like a clock in the center of it, like when the phone was closed. It was so weird.
No,
I
I
knew
don't
someone that
remember
had
that.
it, and it broke on the like.
oh, that's a
when they
joke.
had it on. I was like, that's so funny,
Just got it and it
Yeah.
snaps.
so good. Oh man, what a time! Those phones were sick though. Like the flip phones, I wish I could use them still. Like the Envy Touches, like the flip phones like that.
Those little razor flip
Yeah.
phones.
I wish you could still use those. I mean, you can, but like kind of like how we need them today.
Yeah. Nobody's rolling around with flip phone
Yeah.
anymore.
I wish I was. That'd be so cool.
I feel like I'd be happier if I was.
Oh,
Get
yeah.
off social media,
Yeah.
just have texts.
Oh yeah. I mean, at times I wish I could, but I literally need my phone for like Instagram or whatever.
That's exactly what I tell myself too. I'm like, I just need it for promotion for the podcast. Like I
Yeah.
gotta keep it. I can't get rid of it
Yeah.
now.
And then when you're off social media, like when I got into town, I was off Twitter for like I mean I was on it, but like not how like I usually am whenever I'm active on it. I was like on it just every now and then, just checking it and hopping back on it yesterday for the first time in since I got here. It's been like so weird because like all my engagement went down and stuff like that. Just like taking a small break just brings your engagement down so much. And I think that's what's happened to my Instagram too. My Instagram engagement's gone down so much if I don't post reels. But I also think it just might be Instagram.
Well, then
So
it sucks you in that way
yeah,
because you have to constantly keep feeding the beast. You
yeah,
gotta keep posting daily. You gotta
yeah,
keep uploading. I haven't even jumped into the reels yet. I'm scared to
yeah.
go there.
I would. I mean, that's what's been making my Instagram stay
That's what
kind of
everybody
going.
says. They say you gotta test out the
Yeah.
reels.
I
You
mean,
gotta start making reels.
that's why I've been doing TikToks too, because I can make TikToks and post them on Instagram.
Has
The-
TikTok been good for photography for you?
oh yeah, I recently
Yeah.
got a brand deal with Rockstar, and I finished that.
No shit.
Yeah,
Oh, that's awesome, man.
yeah, I finished that right before we came here. I think like the day before we flew out, I posted the last TikTok and
Oh,
finished
that's
that
gotta be
deal.
an insane feeling.
Yeah, it was sick. I was like, oh, Rockstar wants to work. Sick. Okay, sure.
Damn.
So got that uh that one done, and then I don't know if I recently did one with the Ziva. It's like a or Zevia. It's like a little carbonated soda, like or carbonated and caffeine free, and they have like it's just like a healthier soda. And I recently did one with those two, that company. Like
Oh.
TikTok's been really good for business wise for me. It's like helped out so much. Like you can actually make a lot of money doing TikTok. And I
There are
didn't
people-
realize
There are
that.
people out there making a lot
Yeah,
of money.
I didn't realize that until I started like getting my first brand deals on those, and I was like, "Why am I making like actually a decent chunk of money doing this?"
And I've been kind of holding out because the whole China connection freaks me out a little bit. But
I remember that whole thing. Now I'm just like, I don't care. I mean, like it's actually like I think 1 month when we first moved into our new house, uh, TikTok alone just paid for rent itself. I was like,
that's
wow,
so crazy.
yeah. Instead of reaching out to other brands, like I was still doing that every day, but like TikTok alone, like the brand deals through it just paid rent. I'm like, that's absurd. Like I've got to that point where I'm just like having fun doing what I love, and
Make money.
yeah, which is the end goal.
That's everybody's end goal.
Yeah,
Is to just
do what you want.
do what you want, do what you
Yeah,
love,
you just
and be
gotta
able to live.
you just gotta learn how to monetize it. That's it. Once you
That's the
figured out
key.
how to monetize your own like your own brand, then
You're
you're good.
set.
Yeah, it's just the only thing is you gotta stay consistent. That's the only thing.
That's what everybody says. That's the key to success.
Yeah.
You just have to be consistent.
Which is really tough. It's so hard.
Most people fall out of it.
Yeah.
They get going, maybe they get a little bit of traction or they don't, and they just stop.
That's exactly what happened with my YouTube. That's why I'm trying to hop back onto it, because I know if I keep on doing it, it's going to pick up again. And I'm going to get more fans from TikTok, especially because TikTok's really good for promoting anything. And so if I do that, then I know people from there would watch YouTube, and then from there go to Instagram, Twitter, whatever else.
Yeah, you can kind of drive that traffic.
Yeah. And it's just so much easier. So right now I feel like TikTok's the wave still.
It's still so big. I think
Yeah.
it's bigger than all of them, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it has more downloads than Instagram last year. So
That is
wild.
insane.
Yeah,
That is insane.
yeah, it's crazy.
All right, well, man, we can call it there. I gotta go squeeze in a workout, but I'm fucking glad that you came on.
Yeah,
And I gotta
happy to
talk
be
to you.
here.
That was awesome.
Yeah,
Do you want to plug your stuff where people can find you,
yeah,
where they
sure.
can find prints?
Yeah, so I have my Instagram, which is Huntrex HUNTREX_, and then my Twitter handle is Hunter Rayl RAYL is my last name, and that goes for everything else. The only thing that's different is just Instagram. So hunterrail.com. Facebook is HL Photography. Just search up Hunter Rayl. TikTok, everything. So yeah,
All right. Well, Hunter, thank you, man. That was awesome.
thanks for having me.
Yeah.
It was a blast.
It was my pleasure, man.
Hell yeah.
Thanks, guys.